What is up, guys? It is DMG here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different because there's no review, there's no player review, there's no squad review or anything like that, but instead what I'm going to be doing is asking for your guys' help for building a new weekend league team. So the reason why I'm asking for this is because someone in one of the comments of my videos mentioned, you know, can you make an average team or a team that's maybe high rated but not considered meta, and just try them out in weekend league so you can show people that, you know, you don't have to use the same players over and over and over and over again. And you know, I thought, you know, screw it, why not? You know, you see people doing all sorts of challenges. You know, Danny Aarons and Harry Hesketh have done, you know, like bronze teams, silver teams, like goalkeepers only, strikers only, things like that. And before we get into that, you know, I'm not doing a bronze team, silver team, anything like that. I have actually already done a silver team, and yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. That being said, I'm also not asking for the most meta players of all time, so nothing like Mendy, Varane, Neymar, Mbappe, which I wouldn't use anyway, but you know, none of those players at all. So again, like, it doesn't have to be low rated, they could be 90, 91, 92 rated, you know, prime moment icons like Trezeguet and Vieri, because while they're high rated, they're obviously not going to be considered meta. And you know, as well, it could also be good players that are just behind the curve now, or good players but are just maybe not as meta, like Bowadu, like Van Bergen, who I'm kind of you know, going for already. And you know, we'll see if we go for them. But I mean, this is kind of what I'm thinking right now, something like this, where I go Kleiber, Van Bergen, Leroy Fair, and then I have Bowadu at striker. And you know, this is just for setting up the team, but again, you know, send me your squad, send me some of your ideas, so that way we can kind of try to combine, or maybe just get some good players that are maybe not considered meta. Also keep in mind that meta is incredibly subjective, and just players who you know maybe not considered meta, right? That's just a subjective term. So you know, if you don't personally think they're meta, then send me the squad, send me the players, send me the tactics, anything like that. And you know, I'm going to be releasing this video a few days before weekend league, so then you guys can send me as many ideas as possible, both in the YouTube comments, on Twitter, which is going to be in the description down below, you know, all of that stuff. So you know, keep that in mind. Along with that, I'll probably be uploading this video onto YouTube, but also be streaming it on Twitch, so keep that in mind, which will also be in the description down below. So in terms of a team that I'm thinking of, this is something that I would probably use. Now, obviously, there's a couple players in there that might be considered meta. Kleiber is definitely one of them. Cannavaro may be considered, I don't know if he is considered meta or not. I mean, he's obviously an amazing player, but being, you know, 5'9" and not 88 pace, 90 pace as a defender, he's maybe not considered the most meta player of all time. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, you know, the rest of the squad is definitely not considered meta, right? You know, Cucurella, Romarinho, who we reviewed, Bowadu, who we reviewed. There's obviously Bernat, who's just normal gold Bernat, which is going to be kind of interesting. But again, you know, this is kind of the idea that I'm going for here. And again, this is not set in stone by any means. Send me some of your ideas with the tactics. Personally, what I would really want is in-game to go with a 4-3-3 version 2. This variation is probably been my favorite formation just all year, the 4-3-3 version 2. It's been really good for me, and something that I would, you know, kind of want to go for. And again, you know, this is not set in stone for any of the players by any means. You know, I'm probably gonna have like 900k give or take by the time rewards come out on Thursday from Foot Champs and from Division Rivals, so keep that in mind as well. But again, you know, this is kind of what I'm going for here. So, and also, not every single player has to be on chem either. I think I only had one player off chem, which was Romarinho, which he would eventually be on 7 or 8, which is obviously completely fine by me. That's not a problem. So again, not every single player has to be on 10 chem. If a player is on 7 or 8, that's totally fine. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. My Twitter is going to be down below. You can obviously put them in the comments as well. And again, we probably will be streaming some of these teams as well over on my Twitch, which is also in the description down below, so keep that in mind. But that is going to be it for this video. Again, fairly different, but I mean, again, just wanted to give you guys a heads up on it, so then you guys can send me some squads that you want me to use. But like I said, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace.